book suppression, that they
interpreted.
Some believe that the manuscript's remaining 7 images alone show just cause for the book suppression, that they expand on the mysterious one male text.
I'll pause right there. There's a mysterious text in this Nostradamus, this lost book of Nostradamus, that speaks of one male. I tell you that male, that one male, is the Son of Man, is Lich TAFARI, that one male text. That one male is Haile Selassie I.
And spell out with alarming precision when and how mankind's worst nightmare may come true.
Now check this out right here. They're going to show that there is this first of the sequence here. Now as you can see, there's a sun above a reclining lion. Now as you should be aware of, those who have studied the Ethiopic and the ancient Egyptian mysteries, that reclining lion, the lion of Judah, as well as the Nile or the Ha-Pet, the beginning and the end of the Ethiopic Fidel or code. And then the sun, you see the sun right there. There's the sun. Now you see above here is the 8-spoke wheel, the 8-spoke wheel. Remember in our Hebraic, according to the Hebraic and Judaic, there is that 8th day. Remember the 8th day that comes at the end of the 7. There's the 7 holy days, the 7 days, the Hebrew Moedim. Now, they're going to tell us something interesting that the Nostradamus book reveals concerning this. But this image is the first of a sequence, and pay careful attention to the narrator's narration and what they reveal in this coming up.
Nostradamus researchers point to image 66, the first of the sequence. The sun is prominent, highlighting its importance in the dating of the coming Earth-changing event. 67 indicates that the constellation of Ophiuchus will play a role.
The next image moves us.
Now, the constellation of Ophiuchus, or Ophiuchus, right there, we connect that with the
star, the 8-spoke wheel at the top with the banner.
Now remember that 8-spoke wheel, some would say, some would try to say, well, that's only dealing with evil or negative, like certain cults have use the 8. But you have to remember that the 8 deals with the heavens. You understand? Whatever you bind on earth, you bind in heaven. Unfortunately, that most of the religious people or the Christian people don't understand the root, because as Christ said it. He said that ye worship what ye know not. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews, or more correctly interpreted, salvation is of the Lion of the tribe of Judah, Moa Andesis and Menegeda Yehuda. But the 8-spoke wheel equals these 8 holy days, or the 7 plus that 8th holy day, the Seminitenya Ken, that 8th day.
And it also shows the tree of life being repeated.
I notice the tree of life right here, and the narrator is going to talk about how there's this creature, some kind of creature or beast that's impinging upon that tree of life.
Impinged upon by some monster. In the sky, if you drew a line from the stinger of the scorpion to the tip of Sagittarius' arrow, the line would go directly through the center of the galaxy. The space between Scorpio and Sagittarius becomes very, very important. In this image, with the addition of the paschal lamb, the Lamb of Revelation, there's the notation that this represents the end of time. In this image, we see again the 8-spoked wheel at the top. I should perhaps explain why the 8-spoked wheel is so important. In the sky, there's a great cross that does not move, and it's formed by, from the center of the galaxy to the edge of the galaxy, and from the center point of our celestial equator to the southern point of the celestial equator. That's the divine cross. Down here on the ground, we have the mundane cross that is formed by the angles between equinox and solstice and so forth. So the 8-armed cross, the 8-rayed star, the 8-armed cross, the 8-wheeled spoke, represents the alignment in space and time of the divine cross above and the terrestrial mundane cross below. Now, curiously enough, this alignment only happens once every 13,000 years.
These crosses have not aligned since 11,000 BCE, roughly 13,000 years ago, meaning the phenomenon is now poised to occur again.
The next image in the series is the end-all and be-all of the whole sequence. It shows the exact time when the apocalypse is going to happen. At the top we see our alignment of divine cross and terrestrial cross. Below that we see 3 eclipses connected to an eclipse of the moon. If we look for 3 solar eclipses within a time period that is also bound by very significant lunar eclipses, we come up with a 20-year time period from 1992 to 2012.
Ancient and modern cultures alike have targeted the rapidly approaching year of 2012 as one of major planetary significance.
This is the only image we have from the Western tradition that pinpoints this time period this precisely. Other traditions around the planet have pointed to the same time period. Most notably the Maya, who pinned the end of their calendar to the 2012 alignment of the Sun in the center of the galaxy. It's like a universal awareness that when certain things align, the Sun and this mysterious dark core of humanity, this is the point of crisis.
You must go all the way down before you decide to change, and we are rapidly descending down into the very, very, very bottom of the barrel. And
There you go.